Hi, it's Miss Brown again. I just wanted to take a second to congratulate First Period. They're working really hard and doing really well. Keep up the great work, First Period. So this is your homework tonight, number 7. We're going to solve for the missing angle. We circle the angle and follow the same steps. I then labeled each side of the triangle. 6, this side that's 6, does not touch the angle. This side 6 does not touch the angle. Therefore, it's the opposite side. The 9 is the diagonal one. It's across from the 90 degrees, and it doesn't form the L, so this is the hypotenuse. I now look at my formula sheet. Decide which trig function uses opposite and hypotenuse. Can't be tangent. Tangent doesn't use hypotenuse. Can't be cosine. Cosine doesn't use opposite. Has to be sine. So I'm going to use sine. So I set up my formula. Sine. And after sine, I put the angle. In this case, the angle's x. It's the unknown. That's what we're looking for. Now I need to set up the ratio. Sine, I look at my formula sheet. Sine is the opposite over the hypotenuse. So I have to decide which numbers go on top and which number goes on bottom. The opposite goes on top. Therefore, the 6 goes on the top of the ratio. And the 9 is the hypotenuse. That goes on the denominator. So there's my ratio. Sine x equals 6/9. Now, in order to get x by itself, we have to undo sine of the angle. Well, in order to undo sine of the angle, you need to take the sine inverse of both sides. So this is what it looks like to take the sine inverse of both sides. We take the sine inverse of both sides. The reason why we do this is so the sine and the sine inverse cancel out. Now that they've canceled out, we have x all by itself. So x, the angle, is equal to sine inverse of the ratio 6/9. So I'm going to type this into my calculator. Remember, you have to be in degree mode. So I go to mode, make sure I'm in degree mode. The way I type this in is I have to do sine inverse. Never do this. Don't press the sine button and do this. That's not correct. I'm going to clear that. Sine inverse is right up here. So I have to press the second button and the sine button. That's the correct way to type it in. Now I just type in the ratio, 6 divided by 9. Close parentheses and hit enter. So I just found x. X equals 41.81. The missing angle is 41.81 degrees. There's my answer, 41.81 degrees. Now if I wanted to use the calculator on my computer to type this in, again, go to View, make sure you're in Scientific. Now put the ratio in, 6 divided by 9. Hit enter. Remember, this one you got to put it in backwards. So we put in the ratio, 6 divided by 9, and we hit enter. Now we have to click the inverse and then click the ratio that we're doing, the trig ratio we're doing, sine. There we go, 41.81. So remember, when you're doing inverse on this calculator, you have to make sure you click the inverse and then click the trig. Let's try another example. Okay, so here's number 5 from your homework. Again, follow the same steps. Same thing over and over again. Circle the angle. Now we label the sides. In this case, the 8 does not touch the angle. The side 8 does not touch the angle x. So I'm going to label that one 8, my opposite. The 10 touches the angle, and it's part of the leg. So the 10 is the adjacent. So look at my formula sheet. Decide which one has opposite and which one has adjacent. It's got to be tangent. Tangent has opposite and adjacent. So I'm going to set up my equation. Tangent of the angle x equals, now I've got to look at my ratio for tangent. Tangent has opposite over adjacent. So the opposite side goes on top. In this case, 8 is opposite, so it goes on top. 8 over 10. There's my ratio. Opposite over adjacent. So now I need to solve for x. Remember, to get x by itself, I have to undo the tangent. So that means I need to take the tangent inverse of both sides. There we go. That's how we show our work. The reason why we do this again is so we can undo the tangent. So they cancel out. So tangent inverse and tangent cancel out. So we're left with x. X equals the tangent inverse of 8 over 10. So I'm going to type this into my calculator. Remember, tangent inverse. Don't hit tangent -1, it's second tangent. 8 divided by 10. And I get 38.66. Remember, round up, 38.66. To use the calculator on your computer, remember, put in 8 divided by 10, the ratio, equals 0.8. Then click inverse, and then click tangent, and we get 38.66. Good luck! Remember, homework is choose any 5 problems on the back of today's worksheet.